So you might pop on in a little bit.
Okay, no worries. All right, it is Tuesday, and we are quickly approaching the end of our first ever 11-day shred. We're going to talk a little bit about that tonight. I'm going to talk about, coaching that and some suggestions on coaching that. One of those suggestions is already kind of brought up here, but I'll talk more about that as far as like how to, kind of bring your little teams together and make that happen. Mute buttons here. Okay, hang on a second. Okay, so what tonight, what I'll do is I'll do the same thing we've been doing. We'll go around, let everybody just kind of, where you're from. And actually tonight, what I'd like to ask everybody is, did you do the shred? And if you did, just kind of what you thought of it. It doesn't have to be about weight loss or weight gain so much, just what you thought. If it was encouraging, if it was motivating, and maybe one tip of how we could do better. Because we're only going to have like 5 or 6 people that are going to talk. So give us a tip on what you would do better on the shred. All right, Bill, you're first. Bill and Melissa.
Hey, so yeah, Bill and Missy Brasso from Gilbert, Arizona. Yeah, we did do the shred. We thought it was fantastic. I thought it was a great way to get new enrollments. People don't feel like they're committing to as big of a thing. And I think once they're on the nutrition, it's going to work. The nutrition will work for itself. A suggestion I would have is one thing that we were having a hard time with was one canister of shake was only 7 days worth of food. So doing the 11-day shred, it was kind of tough to convince them of how to get through that.
Okay, fair enough. That's a good point. Thanks, Bill. For everybody to know, Bill and Melissa's anniversary was yesterday, so everybody give them a happy anniversary because it's their anniversary. Was that how many years, Bill?
18 feels like 46.
Hey. Whoa! 46 seconds. 46 seconds.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Underwater. Anyway. All right. Michelle Gilbert, you're up.
Bill, how much longer do you want to stay married? 46 years. Michelle Gilbert, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I am doing the shred. I have 7 of my teammates doing it, 8 with a new one doing it with us. I loved it. I always love our group challenges because of the accountability and our amazing team working together. I can't think of any suggestions. I think it's been good.
Cool. Thank you for that. Eddie. Eddie, you're muted. Hang on.
Oh.
There you go. I got you. I'm muted.
All right. I'm relaxing, man.
I know, you're chilling.
Yeah. Chandler, Arizona. Yes, I did the shred. I've lost 7.3 pounds so far. I got some teammates doing it. They're engaging a little bit in the pages, but not a whole lot. I don't really have any suggestions about what I think it's all good what we're doing, the format. I always like the challenges like Michelle said, and I think a lot of it's just I like to have fun with the product and have fun with the groups. And my thing is I just don't take things too serious about it. It's not rocket science, just eating food.
Right.
Good food.
Carla Hurd.
Oh gosh, you cracked me up, Eddie. Happy anniversary, Bill and Melissa. So a couple of things. We have 40 people in the shred, and 9 of them are brand spanking new. So I thought that was pretty good. What I would do differently is I would offer up the Everyday Health Pack. You guys can look and see what that is in your back office, but that is 2 canisters of shake, Bill, because I'm with you on that. I want them to do 2 shakes every day of the whole, except for the 2 cleanse days. I would also do better one-to-one myself. I promised them one-to-one, and I haven't been doing one-to-one. So we do have a team group, and we just tag everybody in the 11-day shreds, which that has been good. But I can feel that we are running out of steam. So like the first 4 or 5 days, lots of comments. We're going on, but we're already running out of steam, and we have 2 days left. So that's how short, these things need to be. But I'm not giving up on the 11 days. I just need to do a better job of one-to-one coaching, I feel like. And also, because life did happen to us during this time, I'm a little behind. I might be responsible for that lack of enthusiasm. I need to prepare graphics and have that ready, and like an outline and just everything ready for the 11 days. But since we're going to do this every month, we're going to be ready for that. What's so freaking funny?
Are you doing 11 days or 45 days?
Seriously,
There I am.
Jason.
There I am. That's it. Dang it.
Jason, I feel for you, brother. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Heidi, you're up.
I think it's been fantastic. It's
Hi,
really
my name's
motivating.
Heidi from.
Oh, I'm Heidi Fanner from Wisconsin. Go Packers! Yeah, it's been fantastic, and something, I don't know what it is, but right, people follow the leader, and I have been doing so much better on the product, so I'm getting such great results, and I just think that somehow energetically filters out through your team, and I just see tons of results, a lot of action. Super proud of people making it happen. It's been great. Like, I feel great. I feel like my team feels great. I feel like everyone's doing such a great job and participating and adding value to the pages. And yeah, it's been really, really good.
Cool.
Super
That's
excited.
awesome.
I did do the everyday pack. So if we sold it, I would try to sell a 30-day. But if for some reason they didn't want a 30-day, I did the everyday pack.
Okay. We're going to talk more about that too with you guys. Thanks, Heidi. Kelly, you're up. Kelly Campbell.
Yes, doing the 11-day shred, got some signups, actually returning people, which was really exciting. And I love the suggestions that have already been made. Again, I think like Carla said, great excitement initially. And I'm noticing it fading a little bit, but I got to get in there and help pump that up too. Oh, Kelly Campbell from Columbia, Missouri.
I knew you wouldn't forget. That's awesome.
Yeah, you have more faith than I do.
I got you covered. All right. Stephanie Beebe.
Here, I am here. Hello.
I see you. Didn't know if you were walking around, so I wasn't going to call on you, but I saw you sit down. So.
No, I have an empty house though, so I'm just very grateful. So I'm gonna make my 30 seconds about me.
All right.
So I am Stephanie Beebe from Phoenix, and yes, I am very grateful for the limited number of customers we have had to clean out my Avalon house in 4 days. So I'm exhausted, but we've been able to give all of our furnishings to people, and it's been absolutely amazing to rid a 2,400 square foot house in 4 days.
Nice. Well done.
Yes. But no, there's many great things to be grateful for, and so many fantastic things, but that's where I'm at right now.
Cool. Thanks, Deb. Michaela.
Hi, I'm Michaela. I'm from Oregon, and the 11-day shred has been awesome for my whole team and for me, kind of kickstarting the business side. And actually the thing that's been most encouraging is our team is still going strong, Carla, and I don't know if it's because we just have a smaller group. But the thing that's been most impactful for me is I've been using Isagenix for almost 4 years, but I've been in maintenance mode for at least 3 of those years. So to see people getting results again, it's just really encouraging to me, like a good reminder, like, oh, these products still do work for helping people accomplish their goals, not just stay healthy. So that's been the big takeaway for me.
That's fine. Michaela, what about a tip or a suggestion for the next one?
I like the idea of the everyday health pack a lot. I think what ended up happening with a lot of my people is they did the minimum as far as what we said was the lowest price. And then like 2 days later, like, actually, I think I want to get another canister of shakes. So they're going to do it anyways. And it's good for the BV for us. But as far as initial PIB and just for them to save on shipping and all of that, starting with that everyday health pack is a good idea. And right now, that's the only tip I have, or that I like. I guess I stole that from someone else. That wasn't a tip from me.
That's all right. That's cool.
Oh, the other thing that and this might help Carla, I have my cousin's on here. She's solo parenting. Her husband's in the Navy. So props to her for being on here while she's solo parenting while he's on deployment. But she started a group messenger with the gal she added, and she's been doing this accountability messenger group on the side of the 11-day shred, and it's been phenomenal. And they have gotten more energy to think about who they can invite and who they can share with because of that small group, instead of it just being in a group page. So I think doing more of those small accountability groups, and if people don't do it themselves and don't come in with someone, I might personally set that up like, hey, you're paired with this person for the challenge, check in with them daily.
Oh, that's a
It
great
takes
idea.
some of the pressure off of me too.
No, I love that. Well, and here's where the business side of it comes in, where if they will come in with an accountability partner, you can kind of give them the option, hey, look, what we're probably going to do is partner you up with somebody, or you could just bring in one or two of your own, right? That way you don't have to be partnered with somebody at a table you don't know, that whole kind of thing, right? So,
That's a good strategy.
yeah. All right, cool. All right. Anybody else? Okay, that's everybody that's got their camera on. All right. So thank you guys for sharing that information. I appreciate that. And that's one of the topics I want to go over tonight is the upcoming 11-day shred and kind of the idea about how to run this every single month and make it where it works for all of us. Okay, so as far as corporate incentives or corporate information, I would tell you I don't have anything specific, but I've got a hang on, I got somebody. Oh, it's Woob. I should have known. All right, I fixed it. I won't call him out, but his name might be Woob. All right, so as far as something specifically from corporate, I don't have anything specific that they're offering right now. I did listen to Travis Ogden, and he talked about the fact that they are going to release the Zija drink separately. He just didn't say when. Okay, so it is going to be released. Go ahead. Did somebody hear it?
Dr. Plant said on his live and Instagram today, I asked that question and he said in June or July.
Okay. Yeah, so it's coming up. So they're gonna release that. And I see Bill looking like he's confused. It's the moringa tea, the green moringa tea, right? So that's gonna get released separately. I know that there's some other stuff coming. I just don't know when they're gonna release it. I can tell you that there is some very low sugar stuff coming. And it's coming soon, but I don't know the specific date on the release. So that's coming. For the team, I will tell you that, well, and obviously the big one is, and we've talked about it a little bit on our Focus to Fiji call, which any of you that would like to be involved in that, the Focus to Fiji call is on Mondays at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And what we're doing there is we're just talking about Fiji and kind of focusing on how do you earn that trip. And what we've actually dialed it down to a little bit is focus on if Fiji's not on your bucket list, or just you're like, look, I don't really think that I really have the time to dedicate to that high level of commitment. You can still, focus on something special to you, right? It might be focus on make enough money to make a credit card payment, right? Focus on make enough money to, pay some bill that you wanted to pay for. Focus on enough money to make a little bit of money to be able to cover the cost of your products, anything like that. So if you just want to dedicate a little bit of time, we're trying to keep it right at 30 minutes. It's 2:00 Eastern Standard Time, this same Zoom line. And it's just business topics and business ideas. I will tell you guys, because I think it's cool, because I'm gonna give a little bit of a shout out to Carla and also to Eddie. because I asked them both this question today and they both came up with pretty close, similar answers. I believe that, and you guys can mark me down for saying this, I think that at 350 points, if you earn 350 points, you will achieve the goal. Like I think 350 points is the goal. And for those of you who are interested in knowing how I come up with that calculation or how we came up with that calculation, jump on the call on Monday and we'll go over it again, because I'll tell you guys how we come up with that. But I do believe 350 points is going to be the number that's going to be able to secure you your spot to be able to attend. Now, that's obviously, and 8 weeks as an executive, because you could get 1,000 points and not get executive and you won't be able to go. But anyway, that's the goal, is to be able to make that happen on Mondays. All right. The same goal for the team is $1,000 for anyone who qualifies and attends. Okay, so if you qualify and attend the trip, then you will also get $1,000 bonus. So just know that that's also been offered up. Stephanie and I and my sister all talked about that, and we're going to offer that up to anybody on the team who qualifies. So not only will you be able to go, but you'll be able to go with a little bit of spending cash, or at least knowing that you're going to get that spending cash if you attend, right? So that's a little bit of information. The topic that I want to touch on tonight, majority, is I really wanted, because I anticipated who was going to be on here. I'm seeing some new faces, so I'll go over some new stuff as well. But I want to talk about the 11-day shred because of how good it's been going. Okay, the thing that I want to talk about is, one, we are going to continue to do this. The game plan is to do it the first Monday of every month. And it just happens that the first Monday in June is June 1st. So it works out really well. So June 1st is the first Monday of June. And so we will do this the first Monday of July, the first Monday of August, first Monday of September, until we get so tired of doing it, or we just decide that it's not working for whatever reason, and then we'll change it. But at this point, we're going to continue on. We're also going to continue on with calling it the 11-day shred. Okay. And I don't think that because if we start changing the name every time, then people may get confused about why is the name changing. And because it's a lot easier for people that are actually doing the, I'm looking at Michaela while I'm saying this, that are actually doing the flyers, so that they don't have to change them every time. And the other cool thing will be is that if you will take the next step, which I think you should, and that is, if you will put your shredders into a messenger group, right? The people that are connected with you specifically into a messenger group, you can talk about it in the messenger group and then send them into Great Nutrition. Because we're going to continue to run the challenges in Great Nutrition, but it will be more impactful if you do this. How do I know that? Because I've been watching Michaela, and I've been watching Carla, and I've been listening to Eddie about what they've been doing, and it's working for them. Okay, so put your teams, your groups, into your little messenger groups, and that way you can turn that off if you need to turn it off. They can leave if they want to leave, but whatever. Okay, so I would encourage you all to put little groups together and make that happen, because I think that's going to help you with the impactfulness of the 11-day shred. The next thing, which it's cool that was brought up, and that is, I think, because I know that Michaela has a really good group going. I believe Heidi's got one going. I know Eddie's got one, and I know Carla's got one. I'm sure Stephanie's got one as well. But we were going, everybody had quite a bit of the variance in the base product. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to get some feedback from you guys. So if you put it in the chat, whatever, if you want to go with this everyday health pack, that's fine. But we need to establish a base pack, and then people can add in snacks if they want. I don't want anything to be different from the base pack. I want just to be snacks to be different. So if somebody wants peanut butter bites, or they want whey thins, or they want some other variation, fantastic. But let's have a base pack. And if we think that the everyday health pack is the one, that's fine. That's fine. But let's do that, and then they can throw in the snacks if they want. Okay. And then I think by doing that, we have more consistency and flow throughout the group. And that way, when we're seeing it, everybody's kind of going, oh, okay, right, I get it. And then that way we don't have this, what do you mean if I enroll 2, I get free? Or what do you mean if I don't understand why their pack is $161 and this pack's different. Here's a pointer for many of you that may not know this. When you enroll someone, a brand new person, their PIB for product is different than yours. Okay? Real important to know that. A brand new person's shake is not 28 BV, it's like 26. A brand new person's Ionics is not 22 BV, it's like 20 or 21. Why is that, you ask? Because Isagenix has got to pay you money for selling that pack. So Isagenix makes the same amount of money on any pack that they sell. Okay? And which allows all of us to make the same amount of money on whatever's happening. Okay? So PIB matters, and that's why the price varies. That's why the PIB varies a little bit. Price is the same. Okay? Price is the same, but the PIB changes. Okay? So if you're seeing a float in the PIB, that's why you're seeing that. Okay, so just be aware of that when you're enrolling somebody. And then as far as enrolling people, like Heidi mentioned about enrolling somebody with a 30-day or whatever, I would still tell you that if you can get 2 people to do that want to do the challenge, I would tell you to enroll the 2 people if they know each other and they're close to each other. Enroll both people with 1 30-day and let them split it. Okay, there's all kinds of psychology behind that. Part of the psychology is for you, because if Michelle, if everybody that you're enrolling, you can say, look, I enroll people with 30 days. That's what I enroll them with. That gives you more power in your thought process about a 30-day. But splitting a 30-day is less expensive for 2 people than both people buying individual products. Okay, so if you can get 2 people to split a 30-day, they're going to do far better, and they're going to have enough product to be able to take care of their of the 11-day shred. Okay, because they'll both get 1 canister of the cleanse, they'll both get 2 canisters of shake, and then you can split up the other goodies. Okay, so you can make that work out for them. Yeah, there's no PIB. Yeah, there is PIB. It's just 10% of the total BV. Okay, and I'll explain that as here when I do the U+2. Okay, all right. So that's a little bit of information about where I think we're going to head with the 11-day shred. So what's the questions or comments? I'd love to hear some. Carla, say something. Kelly, say something.
I just typed it in the chat, but we sign up a lot of people through the ISO Life app. They go in and do their own. So you could make a recommended cart and call it the 11-day shred, and then make one with each of the snacks. We're probably all gonna push the peanut butter bites. Well, whatever. But yeah, I think that would be a very good idea.
Okay. All right, Kelly, I see you're commenting in the messenger group. What do you got going? What's the chat?
I was just talking about how much BV it is and cost. I think it's a great pack, and I think you'll be great. I don't know, maybe people will be ready to cleanse again by that time, but I think people right now are done cleansing. At least that's kind of how I feel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Be careful when you're saying that people are done cleansing, because just remember, everybody's got their own mind, right? So just you continue to coach what you're coaching, and if people do it, then they do it. It's kind of like, it's like being on this call, right? You're still going to have people that are going to be in and out, and people that are a part of it and people that aren't. So so just keep it up, and I think you guys are doing a fantastic job. So all right, anybody? Go ahead, Heidi.
Maybe this time, the 11-day shred, we do 2 days in a row, but we do it towards the end. Maybe that's how we can shake it up a little bit, is doing 2 shake days in a row, but doing all clean shake days the last 2, or like maybe day 9 and day 10, cleanse day, and then shake day. Just an idea to shake it up a little bit.
Shake it up on a shake day. The thing that I would tell you about that is to think about how you want to coach your individual people. And that's why the messenger groups become so important. Because if you've got a little messenger group set up, and you've got, hey, look, and then that way you can give those suggestions within that messenger group. And then people that are watching the Great Nutrition page, they can just see, oh, this is what a cleanse day is, right? So in your messenger groups, if you want to coach 2 shake days, or if you've got somebody who's like, I ain't doing 2 shake days, right? You got an Eddie Catholic on your team is like, I ain't doing 2 shake days in a row. I don't do that. Then I can coach him separately, right? I can tell him that that's not important. He can do whatever he wants to do. Okay. All right. Anything else? Cool. All right. So that's where I want to head with that, guys, is I want to make sure that we're kind of on that same path and we can start talking about that. So start talking about it. Great. Go ahead.
Michelle said it, but we had to clarify that it's the everyday health pack, not the everyday shake pack.
Okay.
Because they're different pricing.
Okay. Everyday health pack. What's in the everyday health pack? Because I don't know.
Everyday health pack is 2 shakes, 1 thing of cleanse, a shaker, and Ionics.
Okay.
And the shaker's the sampler.
Okay.
It's a sample.
And how much is it? I think I saw Kelly D. She posted that 167 or something like that.
No, that's $157.99.
$157.99. Is that a new person? Is that a new person's price? Is that the new person price, or is that the?
It is the new
That's
person's
my
price, but the BV will go down to 102, 103.
Okay. All right. And then if they.
Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. I was just saying if they throw in snacks or something, then that'll change it a little bit.
I know the only thing that's hard about that pack is there's no support for the cleanse days.
That's when you got to tell them they can add it to it.
Yeah, but they do have the e-shot in that sample cup and that ball thing.
Well, there's also a bar in there, so they can chop that bar up into snack bites if they want it.
No,
there's no bar anymore.
Oh,
they're doing the peanut butter bite instead of a bar.
Oh, okay.
And they're doing Ionics instead of fruits.
Okay.
Yep.
Because I just sent out about 10 of them, and they were all that way.
Okay. All right.
So I did have, I would definitely do the cleanse support pack, Heidi, because I did have more than one person talk about, they need Isoflash, let's just say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do the everyday health pack and then add in a cleanse support bundle, the 4-day cleanse support bundle.
Mm-hmm.
What about doing the everyday health? Well, because if we do the other one, it has 4 canisters of shakes in it. Is that too much? I know we needed at least 3.
I think it's too much. I mean,
and it's no Ionics and it's no cleanse.
I'm still selling 30-day packs. That's my goal.
I mean, start with
this is just, yeah.
Okay.
I'd rather have just say, right. There's people are more successful with it, having the other opportunities. So we still want to start,
yeah,
with bigger packs.
Yeah.
But if we got to bring it down, yeah. And honestly, we have to know if they're pooping. Like if they're pooping, if they're not pooping, you definitely want them to have Isoflush, and you want them to have the whole canister, things like that. So what's beautiful about it, it doesn't have to be exactly one thing, which is so great.
Yeah, I would I don't know about, I don't know. I got to think about putting a specific pack. I mean, we kind of need, like, this is the baseline, but we really do need to work with everybody to see what they
absolutely
can afford, what they need, what their goals are. I mean, why can't you shred with a performance pack?
You could.
So
and maybe instead of calling it a basic pack, just say the basic products, right? Because everybody's going to need 2 canisters of shake. Everybody's going to need Ionics. Everybody's going to need cleanse. Outside of that, you can add whatever you want, but we need a graphic that shows here's your baseline, here's the others, right? Because we want to encourage them to do and I would even say as part of the base is 2 canisters of shake, cleanse, Ionics, and the 4-day support pack, the 4-day cleanse support. That'll give them something to get started with, and then you can add up from there.
What worked really well for me in actually getting people to say yes was I started with the 30-day, and I said, you'll get extra support from us for the first 11 days with a meal plan for those 11 days to teach you how to change your diet, lots of encouragement, daily check-ins, and then you'll know how to finish out the rest of your 30 days. And I didn't have anyone sign up that way because I need to start with the value pack so that the 30-day pack looks good. But doing that, they said it was too expensive. So then I said, okay, how about, this group of products that we came up with for this previous 11 day, and I didn't call it a pack or anything. I just said, this is what you'd need. If you want 2 shakes a day, we throw on another canister of shakes like Carla had mentioned. And I had maybe a third of people do that, where they wanted the 2 canisters, and then I also have three who are either nursing or can't do a cleanse for some reason. And so I came up with I used basically the new mom bundle for them because it's about the same price. But starting with the 30-day pack is what really helped to get them to the point where they got all the products they needed and still got enough BV that I needed.
Right. That's good.
It's funny. Us human beings are funny. So today I actually sold a value pack, and it's been a while since I have. And I used to do it all the time. I don't know what happened in my limited thinking, but so the woman couldn't see me, and we're talking, and she goes, what do you recommend? And I'm like, well, are you interested in the vitamins? The vitamins are as good as it gets, da, da, da. And then I kind of, started big, but I said it's about $5.89, and then I went down, and then she's like, I think I want the vitamins. I'm like, oh my God, but even when I'm saying it to her, I'm almost cringing inside, because I feel like it's just asking, it's a lot, or so, I don't know what it is. It's my limiting beliefs for sure, but I'm just so glad I got out of myself. And because if I would have just said, why don't you just do the 30-day and be excited about that, that's probably what she would have done, which is totally fine. But then it didn't give her the opportunity to get the vitamins and all these other goodies. So I'm like,
yeah, I think that's a very common thing. I think a lot of people do that. They're in a very common way. And I do it as well. And that is we prejudge and predetermine what somebody wants. Instead of saying, here's what the options are, you pick. Right. And if you show people what the options are and let them pick what's best for them, because what we don't know, and this is really important conversation here, what we don't know is, what were they really planning on doing? They may have been planning on gastric bypass, right? They may have been planning on something else more costly or more invasive. And so, $589 doesn't sound so bad compared to what they were thinking, because they may have had some other thought process going on. Go ahead, Carla.
Just as a way for them to kind of manifest what they could get from this 11-day shred, I think it would be really good if we had some kind of way for them to say, what are you wanting to happen out of this shred? What do you hope will happen? And just kind of have them think about that. A lot of ladies did set goals, but I should have had everybody say what they think. And some people are going to be like, I have no idea. But, well, what do you want to do in almost 2 weeks? I mean, can you cut 5 pounds in 2 weeks? Eddie? Bill?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to put that on my list.
Okay. Get on your list. All right. Good stuff. I don't have any, does anybody else have anything on that? You kind of see where we're headed with this, and I appreciate the input on here from everyone on your thoughts on how we want to do this. You can see why, it ends up with all these different graphics, because everybody kind of has a different design, how they want to do it. And I think that's fantastic, right? I really do. And I think that's why it's so important that we create like kind of a basic guideline, but anything that you want to do over and above, that's fine. Don't feel tied to that in one way or the other, right? If somebody wants to do the 11-day shred and they want a canister shake, get them a canister shake and let them get started. Somebody wants to do the ultimate pack and do the 30-day and do the 11-day shred with the ultimate pack, get them started, right? I think giving the option is the number one thing. All right.
I need to add something. This person that just ordered this pack, she's someone that I brought back she's a terminated person. And I reached out to probably 15 private message people that were terminated from a long time ago. And she's the one person a couple people responded, but she just responded tonight about it. So it's like amazing how it really is a number thing. How many people you reach out to, one responds. and then she buys it right away. I mean, it's incredible.
I just remembered something. I had a shout out to do, and Heidi, since you were talking, it reminded me that it's about you. So last month I got or every month I check the leader in action boards, right? Heidi, you're the only person on the entire team, the entire downline that had points, had full points, meaning they didn't get a 0 in some category in the month of April. So you had 64 points in the leader in action board based off of the old leader in action format, the multiplication format. So you had 64 points in leader in action last month. And that's because you really did a fantastic job, which means that she had points for being executive. She had points for enrollments. She had points for rank advancements, and she went over her because you used to have to compare it against your benchmark. You went over your benchmark as well. So on cycle growth. So your cycle growth was over your benchmark because that was the old format. So good job, by the way, Heidi.
Thank you. I had no idea. Thank you.
Well, that's and I should have put that in my very first part of my shout out. So well done. Good stuff. All right. So let me I'm going to go through and because I do know that there was some newer people on here. So I do want to show the U+2 then +2 and kind of show what that looks like. And then if there's any questions, we'll have questions. If there's not, then we're going to call it. Because tonight I really want to talk about this 11-day shred. So I just really want to dial this in because you guys, it has been really, really impactful. Like there's been a lot of really great activity going on because of it. And even though you're going to see some of that slowdown, that natural slowdown, in that progress of, that 7th, 8th day, I think as we continue forward on this and as we continue to have a more formatted way to run this, by the time, by the 4th month into doing this, you guys, we'll have it down. Okay. We'll have it down with the flyers. We'll have it down with the talk. We'll have it down with a lot of stuff. So I really would love the fact if all of you would start throughout the weeks ahead is start talking about the 11-day shred and how it's going to start at the first Monday of every month. Not the first, but the first Monday of every month, okay? Because I think if we do that and you start inviting people to be a part of that, that's going to mean a lot. What the heck is Heidi doing? I don't know what she's doing. Good grief. Get off the camera. All right. So so let me go to the U+2 then +2. Unless anybody has any comments or questions.
I have one comment.
Go ahead.
I'm just going to share this, what we learned on the PK Smith call today. He mentioned that if you get your people in the Isabody Challenge, if you're in the Isabody Challenge all year long, you make $600, right?
Yep.
Yep. So that's equivalent to 1 free shake for the entire year. So literally, you will get your breakfast for free for the whole year. And I did the math, and it's not quite that close, but it's nice
Pretty
to let
close.
people know that they'll get their free meal.
Yeah, they get free meal that's cool. I hadn't thought about that. I'll give you guys, because there's probably some of you have never seen the PK pack. So let me show you what this looks like, because I think that's an interesting comment that you just brought up. And I know Kelly D's done this a couple times back in the day. So I'm going to show you guys what this looks like, right? And this is really important for when you're talking to a new person that comes on and they're going to bring on 2 people. Okay, so if you have somebody that's going to come on new and they're going to bring on 2 people, I'm going to show you some math. I may be a little rusty at this because I haven't done it in a while, but I'm going to show you what it looks like. So if I've got Carla, right? So I'm going to enroll Carla, and Carla's already telling me that her and her husband would both like to do a 30-day, and they would both like to do, they would like to both buy 30-day packs, okay, her and her husband, and they've got a friend that would also like to do a 30-day pack. Okay, so let's say that was the case, right? So I'm gonna walk you through what that looks like. So Carla signs up with the 30-day, and her husband signs up with the 30-day, and her friend signs up with the 30-day. Okay, Carla's household just spent roughly $600, right? Because they spent about $300 a piece on both of their 30 days. Okay. What did Carla make? Carla enrolled 2 people, so she got $25 of PIB on each one. They both happened in the same week, so they both turned to 50. So she made $100. Plus she became a consultant, she made $100. So she made $200. She spent $600 and she made $200. Not bad, right? Overall, that's not a bad program. And now she's up and running. So the PK pack looks like this. Let's say that let's say that they're in this market, right? They're saying, look, you know what? I've got the ability to spend a total of $600, right? And we're okay with that. So what I would suggest that you show them is this. I'm going to enroll Carla with 100 BV worth of product. Okay. And basically that will consist of a couple of shakes and stuff like that, right? So Carla got some shakes. Carla's going to enroll Jason with an ultimate pack. Okay. The ultimate pack, and I'm going to throw these numbers out here, and some of you are going to go, what the heck? But the ultimate pack is about $1,100. Okay. So Carla just spent $1,100 on the ultimate pack, and she just spent, let's say $180 here, right? So roughly she spent what, let's say $1,280 buying product. Okay. Now she has this other friend of hers that was over here that's interested in buying product. And if her friend that she brings in, and I'm going to give the big one, but let's say that she gets her friend to come in with a value pack. Okay. Her friend signs up the value pack, $589 for her friend. Okay. How much money did Carla just make? Carla made $150 for the PIB, the single PIB on the ultimate pack. She made $100 in single PIB on the value pack. Okay. Both of those double. So this one went to 300 and this one went to 200. So she just made $500 in PIB. Then in addition to that, what did she also get? She also got the instant consultant, so just made another $100. So now she's at $600 in profit. Okay. And then what else happened? The ultimate pack BV is 640 BV. Okay, so she got 640 BV from that one. The ultimate pack, or the value pack, is 320. So what did she just do? She just cycled. Okay, so she just cycled as well. So she just made another $54. So she made $654 out of this program. Now, let's say that you're here. What just happened to you? You earned $100 because you made a consultant, but you just got 640 and another 320 plus another 100, all in PIB or all in BV that came up this side of your tree. So you basically brought up just about 1,000 BV out of one transaction. Okay. So for you and for them, if they were in the market to spend that $600, right, 230 days, this is far better of a scenario for them, and it costs them the same amount of money. Far better product, far more product. I mean, an ultimate pack, you guys can look it up. You get like, I think if you price out individually, it's like almost $1,500 and something in product. So they have the ability to have a true full-blown, new product experience with everything, and you've got a great initial product line for them. Plus, they brought in a friend that's going to do a value pack so that they can truly, again, they can all do a full system. They can do obviously more than the 11 days, but they've got the ability to do that. So this is just something that to have in your mind, in your wheelhouse. The next time you have somebody who's got like a husband and wife who are both interested in doing a 30-day, it's a really great way to have this conversation. Okay. Any questions on that? What, Tracy? I can't see the chat because I'm on a whiteboard. You'll have to tell me what it is.
I said, isn't it 704 because you get 150 for making crystal consultant, not 100?
No, you make 100 for a crystal consultant.
Oh, did that stop being 150?
Yeah, the 150 was ended back. I think like right after the first of the year.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah, that's okay. Because what was happening before is there was originally, it was $50 for becoming a consultant, and then they were giving you another $100 bonus for doing it within 30 days. Now they've just reduced it to a $100, and it's always offered what they call crystal consultant. So you make $50 if you become a consultant after your 30th day of being an associate, but you make $100 if you do it within the first 30 days. Makes
Why
sense?
do you call that a PK? What's PK?
He was the one that brought it up. He's
Oh, that's a human?
yeah, PK
Okay.
Smith. He's a guy that's been with Isagenix for a long time, and he was the one that kind of started talking about that back in the day, and so he's the one that kind of gets credit for it. So okay, all right. So this is something that was talked about on one of the Wellness Wednesday calls. And so I'm going to go through this, and I want you guys to at least contemplate teaching it the same way, okay? And the person that talked about this, just so you know, I'm a big believer in the fact if somebody's doing a lot better than me, I should probably be listening to what they're having to say. And this was LindsayWania. And this is one of the things that she talks about when she talks to somebody and shows them the business. And now she says that she shows everybody the business from the beginning, okay? However, when she talks about it, she goes through the U+2, then +2. So I'm gonna go through that real quickly. You enroll 2 people. And I'm gonna ask Carla, who's your 2 people? And she's gonna say, my husband, Jason, and my friend, Heidi. And I'm gonna get names, right? And I want you to ask for names. I don't want you to if you go through this, you just say you enroll 2 people and do this. You're not allowing them the opportunity to visualize. Okay, so Carla tells me Jason and her friend Heidi, and I say, okay, fantastic. So we're going to enroll Jason with the 30-day, and we're going to enroll your friend Heidi with the 30-day. Okay, by doing that, what are you going to earn? You're going to earn $25 in PIB on the first one, $25 in PIB on the second one. You do them both in the same week, both of them are going to double. That's 50 and 50. So you just made $100. How do you feel about that? That sounds pretty good. Fantastic. Well, you know what else you get? You get another $100 because you became a consultant right away. So you just made $200 for enrolling 2 people. How do you feel about that? Fantastic. $200. That almost pays for your entire pack, right? Yes. So basically, you and your husband got started, and for the most part, both of you started and you really didn't spend any money. I mean, or you spent half, right? You basically got half of your products paid for. So let's get your other half of your products paid for. How do I do that? Well, we're going to help your husband enroll 2 people. He's going to roll somebody on one side. He's going to roll somebody on the other. We're also going to help your friend Heidi enroll 2 people. She's going to roll one person on one side, one person on the other. Okay. When she does that, you're going to have done what's called created 2 consultants. So you're going to get $100 when your husband does it. You're going to get $100 when your friend Heidi does it. So you just made $400. How do you feel about that? You've covered the cost of your products. Yes. Fantastic. Well, not only that, but at this point, Isagenix is going to give you another $250 bonus because you've created 2 consultants, and we call that a manager. So you just made $650 because you enrolled 2 people and you helped them enroll 2 people. Okay, $650. Congratulations. Now, I would encourage you not to stop there because this is just the beginning of the Isagenix compensation plan. So you can make $650 for becoming what they call a crystal manager. Okay. You can also make another $200 plus an additional $750 bonus for what we call becoming a crystal director. Okay. So you're actually going to make another $950 in addition to this initial $650. You're going to make another $950. How do I do that? You're going to create 4 more consultants. Okay. Because you've had to create 2 here. You're going to create 4 more, and you're going to become a crystal director. You have 120 days to do this from the day that you become an associate. The last step in our compensation plan is a crystal executive. you're going to get another $1,000 bonus plus another $400 in consultant bonuses because you've got to create 4 more consultants. So you just made another $1,400 in addition to these numbers here. Okay, so you just made another $1,400 and you've had to create, so now you've got a total of, you had to do 4 more. So you've got a total of 10 consultants and you have 180 days to do this. Okay, so this is the kind of money, and this money does not include how much money that you'll make in the cycle bonus in the cycle process, because you're going to make money through cycles, because that's everybody that buys points, that's going to impact your ability to make money. We've got to show people this. The other thing that we don't show people enough is, and when you cycle the first time 5 times, you're going to get a $250 bonus. And the next time you cycle 5 times, you're going to get another $250 bonus. Okay? When you cycle 10 times, you're going to get a $500 bonus. When you cycle 10 times again, you're going to get another $500 bonus. Okay? These are these are what we call Isagenix, we call fast money. This is the money that people can make quickly because Isagenix wants to give you the money as quick as they can so that you can understand the benefits of helping other people and the benefits of this business. Now, by doing that, does that take effort? Absolutely takes effort. But it's worth the effort because along the way, in addition to this money, you're also going to be cycling along the way. So you're going to be making $54 every time you cycle. So even if you don't hit 5, let's say you hit 2, that's $54 times 2, that's 108. Okay, so what my hope is that we all start talking about this more, and I can tell you we don't talk about it enough because I'll bet you Bill Brasso's going, I didn't know that. And whose fault is that? It's mine. Right? Because I didn't tell him either. Because I do the same thing everybody else does. We try to show people how to like make it along the way, but there may be those people out there that are going, I kind of need it fast and need it now. So can you just show me? And then I'll figure out how to get there. Because a lot of times we're trying to protect from that, oh, they're going to be overwhelmed, or oh, that's going to be too much information, or oh, they don't need it. And the reality is there's a lot of people out there that do need it and are willing to at least learn how to do it. All right. Any questions on any of that? That's a lot of information. Bill, did any of that make sense?
Clear as mud. No, yeah. No, actually, we have gone over that a couple times.
I took notes.
I was trying to throw myself under the bus a little bit. That's all right.
No. No, it's good to hear, though. It's good to get a refresh on it.
Yeah. So, and that's just it. Now, here's one thing, Bill, that you guys, and that's why I didn't like push you guys the other week when you were getting close to 5 cycles. You cannot get the 5 cycle bonus unless you were a consultant the week prior. So storing up a bunch of points and then coming out and hitting 5 cycles doesn't get you the bonus, right? You have to have been you don't have to have cycled the week prior, but you have to have been a consultant the week prior. Okay? So when you guys rock and roll and have a strong week where you enroll a bunch of people at the same time, and you're getting close to 3 or 4, especially if you're getting around 3, then we'll start talking more about what that's going to look like to get that 5th one. Okay. And since I'm talking a little bit of high level stuff, I'm going to give you guys one more. Okay. I'm going to give you guys what's called I'm going to give you some information about what's called a compression cycle. We haven't talked about this in a while, so I'm going to show it to you what this looks like. In Isagenix, in order not to get the 5 cycle bonus, but in order to get the star bonuses, 1 star, 2 star, and 3 star bonuses, there's $500. You get this times 2, so you get this twice. So you hit 10 cycles 2 times. Okay. 2 star bonus, you get $1,000, and you get that 2 times. Okay. First time you hit 10 cycles, second time you hit 10 cycles, or pardon me. First time you hit 20 cycles, second time you hit 20 cycles, you get $1,000 each time. And then at 3 star, it's $1,500. And you get that twice. But that's 40 cycles. Okay. This is 20. This is 10. Okay. I know it changes, but that's the way it works. So This is the money that you can make. Now, what a lot of people will have happen to them, and what I try to watch is if I've got somebody in my team that's, let's say they're at 5 cycles, and they think, oh, I'm a long ways away from hitting 10. But let's say that they get to 6 cycles, and I say, hey, Bill, if you've got 2 people, how many people have you enrolled this week? And he says, I've enrolled 2. And what'd you enroll them with? I enrolled them both with value packs. Okay. So how much money did you earn if you enrolled 2 people with value packs in single PIB? You got $100 for each one. Okay. So you made $200 in single PIB for selling 2 value packs. What Isagenix does, because Isagenix wants you to hit these goals, Isagenix has what they call a compression cycle. So what they do is they take this 200 number, right, and they divide it by $54. Why? Because $54 is what? The price of the amount you earn from a cycle. Okay, so you're going to take that 200, you're going to divide it by 54. That's going to come up to like 3 point something, but it's like 3.7, I think. Isagenix rounds up. So what you got is you got 4 what they call compression cycles or recognition cycles. You don't get paid extra money for it, but they really do add that to this number. So what did you just get? You just got 10. You just made 1 star. So you just made an additional $500 bonus because you hit 1 star. So you guys don't have to know, you don't have to be 100% knowledgeable in this. But what you do need to know is that if you've got somebody on your team that's getting close to 5 or 6 cycles and you want to see about getting them up to 10, then we can talk. Now the same math works if you do basic 30 days. So you enroll somebody with a 30-day, you get 25 bucks. If you enroll 2 30 days, that's 50. So 50 divided by 54, right, is let's say 0.8, whatever. Isagenix is going to round up, so they're going to give you 1 compression cycle. Okay, so if you're at 9 true cycles and you get 2 enrollments that week, that's going to give you your 10, that's going to give you your extra point for your compression cycle. So just know that there's ways to make this happen, you guys. I know, right, Carla? But the point is that as we talk about this, you get this information. And as you hear it more and more, it's going to become something that you can talk about. All of us have lingo in our businesses that we started off in that was too much for our brain when we started. And then after we did it for a while, we understood the lingo. It's the same thing here. If I started talking to you guys in police 10 code, I could probably have a whole conversation in police code language, right? You wouldn't understand a word of it. But I did it for 21 years, so I got it down, right? Same thing goes here. I've been coaching this stuff for 8 years now. So I can understand it, but I want you guys to be able to understand it and be able to know it before 8 years. Okay? All right. Cool. All right. I know that was a lot, and I know that that might be a lot for some of you, but for some of you, it's just information to add to your notebook. And I think that's good stuff. So it is 7 o'clock. Any questions, any comments? I know Michaela took notes. She's a note machine. She'll explain it to Kelly. Michelle got it down. Hell yeah, she did. That's awesome. All right. We're going to keep going, you guys. We'll make this happen. We're going to push this 11-day shred first Monday of every month. So keep pushing people out there, keep showing people how to do it, and then let me know what I can do to help. All right. I'm going to turn off the recording.